Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another edition of Joel Davis Media Network. Now, some of you, by the time you get to it, it may be afternoon or evening. Either way it goes, please, if you love the content that I bring to you on this channel, do me a favor. Go down to the description uh, tab or the description box, below of this video. Select whichever one you want to support. We have merchandise as well. I am going to have some new merch up for Mother's Day and Father's Day that I am going to definitely work on today. Now, with that being said, let's jump straight into this. Guys, we've been talking about this for a while now. And we've been talking about the fact of the matter that we knew it was coming, that once the radical left found out or it was leaked that the justices decided that Roe v. versus Wade needed to be overturned because it was nonsense from the beginning, that we were going to start seeing all this my body, my choice, to the point that there's a fence that has been raised around the Supreme Court Justice building. Not to mention, they're not doing in-person meeting of anyone or anything of that nature. But we're not finished, because now it's begun to get worse. When I say worse, I'm talking about now there's going as far as wanting to protest at the conservative judges' houses. I cannot make this up, guys. Let's go into the story from Fox News, and I'm going to read you this tidbit, and then once again, I'm going to give you my analysis of how I really feel about this nonsense. Let's do this. Liberal group calls for protests at conservative Supreme Court justices' homes. Group says they will visit the homes on May 11th. Left-wing activist groups are planning to send protesters to the homes of conservative Supreme Court justices over a leak indicating the court may soon overturn Roe v. Wade. The activists are organizing such the moniker Ruth sent us and have published the supposed home addresses of Justices Amy Coney Barrett, John Roberts, Samuel Alito, Brett Kavanaugh, Clarence Thomas, and Neil Gorsuch. Our 6-3 extremist Supreme Court routinely issue rulings that hurt women, racial minorities, LGBTQ plus, and immigrants' rights. The group's website reads, "We must rise up to force accountability using a diversity of tactics." Fox News is told there's been a strong police presence at the justices' homes following the leak. The group said they will visit the homes on May 11th. The D.C. Police Department has erected fences around the Supreme Court building in anticipation of escalating protests this weekend. Police have also activated protest response units through Sunday. The move comes after a draft copy of Justice Samuel Alito's opinion upholding a Mississippi abortion law leaked to Politico. The decision would overturn Roe v. Wade if adopted by 4 other justices. Chief Justice John Roberts described the leak as betrayal of the court on Tuesday and ordered an investigation into the incident. Republicans on Capitol Hill have expressed outrage over the nearly unprecedented leak, while Democrats have sounded alarm in defense of abortion. Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell called for the leaker to be prosecuted, saying the move was a transparent attempt to subvert the court's ruling. Somebody inside the court itself leaked a confidential brief to the press, to stir up a pressure campaign. McConnell, uh, who is the Republican out of Kentucky, said, whoever committed this lawless act knew exactly what it could bring about. Now, I'm not finished. After reading you this, I want y'all to see a video. And if this is your first time hearing me on the podcast, you can definitely go to my link or my channel on YouTube, type in Joel Davis Media Network, and you can actually see the protest. But this time you're going to actually hear it. So I am about to give y'all guys a copy of this actual link here, and you're about to hear the protest. And we're going to break down in between because I don't want to get deemed about the protest, what you're seeing, what you're hearing. And then from there, we're going to wrap it on up. Okay. So give me one moment here. Let's put in the sound, blow up the screen, and let's get to this protest of what you're seeing.
Care if people die.
If you want to say something to the Supreme Court, you basically have to come to their front door.
You don't care if people die. Pro-life is a lie. You don't care if people die.
It's not like this is a surprise, but it still really hurts to see it like laid out in black and white that this is going to happen.
All right, I got something to say here. Um, First and foremost, pro-life is not a lie. And they keep saying you don't care if people die. What do you mean we don't care if people die? We do care about people dying. We as conservatives, a lot of us have said if it's to the point where the mother is about to lose her life, that should be the only time abortion should be important. But that is between 9 to 6% of the time. Most of the time, we have a lot of these young women, and I've said it before, we've seen the statistics in the poorest of neighborhoods, have children get pregnant out of wedlock because they have not used the proper common sense. And when they get pregnant, the first thing they want to do is kill the baby. They don't want to carry it full term and give it up for adoption. They don't want to go up here and take accountability and say, I created this life. I knew I was with a person that I know good and blame well that wasn't about nothing. They just want to go and abort the baby. Now, I know someone again going to come at me on my comments about, well, Joel, what if I got violated or incest? We've said it time and time again about that. All you have to do is give the child up for adoption. You ain't even never see the child again. Y'all do it all the time. Men do it all the time, donating sperm and things of that nature. And this is my body, my choice. This is what gets me about that my body, my choice mess. Where was that same energy when we were talking about mandates around here? Remember when we as conservative was talking about mandates, we said the same thing. My body, my choice. First thing we were told is that we were basically a-holes. We were scumbags. We were everything but the right thing. So miss me with it. I'm going to say it again. Miss me with it. Let's continue.
I thought we had settled this. I thought this matter had been settled, and that we could continue to enjoy reproductive freedom. That we wouldn't have to be doing this again.
I want you young women to see this old behind woman. This is what your life is gonna be like. Look at how old and decrepit and depressed she looks. This is what you women are going to be like that keeps trying to push this. Let's go ahead on and let's abort a baby every 5 seconds because I don't want to take care of it today. You're going to look like her. You're going to be in your 70s. You're going to be in your 80s with white hair, looking like this, living alone with a dog because you have no child or nothing to look after you, nothing to carry on a legacy because you're too busy wanting to be a career woman. You too busy wanting to take the easy way out. See, this is why I say and I support this. Let the states decide. That's what it's designed for. Everybody wants this government to be all in our I don't want the government in my business. I don't want the government to be telling me what to do. Let me elect the people to support my ideology based upon the geographical way I live. Okay? If I live in the deep south as a conservative and I believe that of pro-life, let me vote for someone who does. Now, if my geographic does not support pro-life and they cool with this whole abort a baby anytime, anywhere kind of BS, then guess what? I have the choice to leave because that's not what I support. This is what you guys got to understand. You can either do one or two things. You can either go ahead on and keep it closed, your legs, or you can move forward and find you another place to go. Now, after clearing that up, I also want to say too that this is not going to change anything anyway, because people are going to do what they want to do. Sooner or later, somebody will find a way to get rid of the baby illegally anyway. They've been doing it for the beginning of time. I mean, it's just, I don't know, man. And here's another thing that got me. Y'all come about women's rights, right? But remember, y'all said that there's a thing called non-binary. Y'all say that men can have kids too now. So wouldn't that be considered men's rights? What happened now? Now we're going with biology. This is what makes me so crazy and mad with the radical left. 1 minute they said women are considered birthing people. Then they say that men can have children too. And now they're saying women's rights. Man, y'all don't know what the hell y'all want to do. Let's continue.
You don't care if people die. Pro-life is a lie. You don't care.
My name is Kimberly Mohabir, and I am an abortion provider. I was actually out here last night with my friends. As soon as we heard, we just felt like we had to get out here because we wanted women all across the country and people that can be pregnant to know that we support them and that they might be in a state that one of these bans might be able to go through, but there are people in other places that support you and will try as hard as we can to protect your rights and get you the health care that you deserve.
There you go. You say you want to support their rights, then go ahead on, come with a program where you can go out here and you can do just that. Okay, y'all love talking about programs. Get a program, pay for the young lady to move to another state, pay for that young lady and all these young ladies that want to get rid of these babies because it's an inconvenience, because that's about 90% of them. Pay for it, get it taken care of for them, and be their hero. And watch and see how fast y'all will change that tune. Y'all, I mean, this whole thing is dumb. And now we're trying to dox the justices into believing something that to changing a decision that they already feel like they're standing by. Let's continue.
I work in Virginia right now. We've already seen an uptick in people that have to get flights that literally fly in the morning of, get their procedure, fly out 2 hours later. And I am concerned. I'm concerned that specifically minority women do not have necessarily the same wealth that other people do have. And I'm concerned that people are going to start taking this into their own hands. We all know what happened before this. There were illegal abortions, and illegal abortions means unsafe abortions.
Newsflash, lady. All abortions are unsafe. We have seen women have dire effects after having an abortion. If you don't know how bad an abortion is, look up the graphics of it for a woman. There are a lot of women that are left unfertile in the womb, not capable of having children. So abortion is already unsafe. So stop it. And women forcing themselves to do that, that just lets you know what type of demented mind state they were in anyway. And last but not least, there's a thing called contraceptives. Okay, a lot of you women don't do that. A lot of y'all women love to say, I'm allergic to the condom, I'm allergic to rubber. And then a lot of you women say, well, I don't take the pill. Or you go up here and first thing you say, well, it don't feel natural with the condom on. You know how y'all guys do. So with that being said, why don't you practice some abstinence? Let's talk about that. Get with someone that you know that is reliable. Okay, get with someone that you know that's going to be on the same page to y'all to take care and have what you call double protection. You taking either the Stepo shots, the pills, whatever you need. He using his protection, all that stuff. And then after all that works out and y'all get married, then y'all can go to the next step and have kids. And if you don't want to never have kids, then I would suggest to you don't never get married. Because 9 out of 10, if you get married to a guy, sooner or later, he's gonna want his legacy to be move forward. I don't give a rat's booty how much he tells you. Well, I'm cool with not having no kids. There's some men who really do. Most men. That's that 3% that you got to really find out there, that when they get married, they want to have a child. So, ladies, stop the cap. Man, I'm telling you, man, I feel like I'm in the twilight zone with these people.
It means women, people that can get pregnant, are gonna die. That is exactly what's gonna happen. That is not me over exaggerating. That is exactly what will happen.
After I saw the news leak on Politico, I knew the country was going to be on fire. I knew there would be a protest today, so I started getting my sign-making materials late last night. It feels like our rights are rolled back. It doesn't feel like we're making progress. So, it's not like we're going to stop working, but definitely it's anger and not hope that's motivating me this time.
And here they go with that my body, my choice. I just don't understand why the radical left use it for when it's convenient for them, but we as conservatives, when we say my body, my choice, when we don't want to take certain mandate medications from the government, things of that nature, we're the problem. So it's a one-sided affair. It really is. And again, now all of a sudden y'all natural women. Y'all need to make up your mind, because transgender women say that they're natural women. Okay? You got transgender men screaming out that they can birth babies. So y'all need to figure this out. Is this the rights for women, or is this the rights for the alphabet community? Because I'm getting confused now. Because 1 minute it's for women, and then next minute it's the alphabet soup community. Now, if it's for the alphabet soup community, that's what you need to say. Because y'all don't even acknowledge women anymore. In fact, y'all get upset on Mother's Day when we call women mothers. I.e., what's that chick's name? Corey Bush calling mothers birthing people. Man, look back on that episode. It's about dig deep in my 1,000 videos archives on my uh, YouTube channel. But yeah, that was nuts. Let's finish this video out, and I'm going to give you my final summary of this madness.
My choice, my body, my choice, my body, my choice, my body.
So the moral of the story is, guys, is that once again we living in a time where doxing our government that are conservative, that's trying to follow the laws of the Constitution, is once again the hottest thing to do in today's US of A. There is no more respect for the authority that is provided in our laws of our land. Now, everybody keeps talking about this radical left that they want the justices to overturn this um, whole synopsis of Roe versus Wade, not to overturn it. If they don't overturn it now, the American people will never trust the Supreme Court justices ever again. The whole democracy of being a Supreme Court justice would be destroyed. They might as well do away with the court of the land that supports the Constitution. Now, will there be backlash? I don't think it's the last of it. I think this is going to be our newest distraction, like the summer of love was, because the radical left has to find some way, somehow, to get people fired up, to get back in control. And they're going to try to use this as much as possible. That's why they got everybody up in arms in front of the protesting and things like that. It's like George Floyd and all the gang all over again, where they had us thinking that cops was just waking up in the morning shooting black folks. Newsflash, it's really black folks shooting black folks. But that's another topic for another story. Check my Blackistan playlist and you'll see what I'm talking about. At the end of the day, you know how we can solve this problem? If we would just all stop for a freaking minute, come together, and realize it's time to be accountable for our actions. Quit having my tax dollars, other people's tax dollars, support Planned Familyhood in these poor communities instead of teaching these folks in these poor communities that there are other alternatives to keep them from being in the situation they are in, where they don't have to mess up their womb and never have a child again, or turn around and keep having kids and keep living off the system. Again, abstinence is key. Again, marry before you carry is a key. That's all I got for you guys. Please like, share, subscribe. Tell me in the comment section, what do you think about this latest news about the protests going on in front of the justices' homes? You know how it is. I'm out.